Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Ixion. We're busy awakening people and we still have a lot to do. We need 20 food production buildings, so we'll need to have a bit of a look at how we're going to end up creating that, but I think we'll just build some more farms. And we need to bring the crack P42 colonists back to the tycoon, and we're in the process of doing so. Now, we can see our hull integrity is dropping a little bit, so we've switched that off, so we'll switch that back on again in due course. At the moment, we need to actually accommodate some more people over here. So it is quite interesting. Sector 1, I think, is beyond what we would like to do. We won't want more people in Sector 1. Oh, the colonists. We would have colonists in Sector 1, right? Yeah, we've got 60 and there's another 30 coming, which will put us over the 1,000 mark. So, wow, there's a lot of non-workers. I'm going to send probably about 100 non-workers to even more. We'll need a lot more people. Okay, let's quickly have a look. So what do we have going on here in Sector 4? This is going to be like our housing district. So if we have a look at Sector 4 over here, we've got housing capacity for 60. We have already a lot of non-workers in here, and we don't have additional housing capacity to really deal with it. Over here, Sector 2. Got more workers. What? I don't quite understand this piece there. Oh, of jobs. Okay, so more workers than jobs. Sector 4, way more workers than jobs. Sector 3... more workers than jobs, and Sector 1 way more workers than jobs. So all in all, pretty good on these things. And we've got non-workers everywhere, to be honest. But from a housing perspective, we still got we've still got room for a few more people in Sector 2. We've got room for a lot more people in Sector 3. I might go and send about 100 non-workers here, or at least 50 or so. Here we have room for about 60 or so extra people, but there's chronic pods being unfrozen there all the time. So I think Sector 3 is going to get, well, we need more workers here too. Let's send 50 workers and 50 non-workers to Sector 3. Okay, so hang on. So if we go here, apparently Sector 1 should be fine, right? But if I come over to Sector 1, what's going on over here in terms of working conditions? Yeah, plenty. 50 workers and 50 non-workers to Sector 3, which is this one, right? And we've got room to grow. What we don't have is we've got demotic quarters, but what we don't have is cell housing. We can build cell housing over here quite comfortably. Okay, let's do that. Let's make the transfer. So from Sector 1 to Sector 3, we would like 50 workers. Start that one. And then again, we will do only non-workers again, and we'll send that as well. So that's moving 100 people out of Sector 1. So hopefully that'll clear some of the issues up a little bit. Now, what I thought we should be doing, we've switched this guy off, haven't we? Switch that back on again. And are we actually, Sector 3 shouldn't be collecting. It needs to be collected here in Sector 5. Right? Yeah, that's what the Nambrok is doing. Ice needs to be collected over here. So let's just double check what's happening with our fleets. We do have ice under collection. We do have ice under mining. We don't have any iron to mine, but there's still plenty to be collected. Carbon has been finished. So this guy, Mammoth, isn't doing anything at the moment. So what I may do is actually we can go pop out over here and see about allowing one of these areas potentially. That's a pretty distance away. That's too far, and it's only nothing left there. So we may go about allowing this one so that mining can actually take place. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that mining done. We could also send out a probe to see what else is in the immediate vicinity in terms of getting some stuff mined over here. Ooh, there's a good one. And right there, we'll get both ice and iron. Let's pop it out. That's a pretty reasonable area. Now, in the last episode, we said we needed to have a look at this, so let's quickly see what's going on over here. Now, P43 Mesahile, I think. We have reached the anomaly. It is a large cave full of strange geological forms. Concentric circles are present on the walls, reaching from floor to ceiling and formed of many layers of different sediments. Crystal formations have grown everywhere. What is most astonishing, however, is the anomaly itself, a huge grey sphere about 4 meters in diameter, floating in the center of the cave. We are setting up analysis instrumentation now. Excellent. Cool. Examine the sphere. The professor's team will collect and analyze various samples from the sphere. Analyze the crystal formations. The professor's team will analyze various samples of the crystalline formations that have grown on the walls of the cave. Study the concentric circles. The professor's team will analyze samples of the sediment arranged in concentric circles. Shall we start with the sphere? Yeah, let's start with the sphere. Okay, so we'll make do with that. We have lost someone, but 4 people are still okay. Sunship must return to the Tycoon to replace missing crew before starting another expedition. That's okay. And over here we are
population transfer complete.
Probably getting our last little bits of iron in there. Now, we've moved some population around, so let's quickly pop in here and see what's the situation in Sector 1. We're still overpopulated a fair bit. So let's quickly go back and have another look at this. So now, Sector 2 has a little bit more room. Sector 3, we can now look into building some additional. We don't have a lot of room there. We've got a little bit more room left in this location. Potentially, yeah, non-workers can go there. So we can send about 50 non-workers to Sector 4, but Sector 4 will need some more. Actually, Sector 3 could accommodate more people if we only build. All we need to do is make sure we build some stuff. So carbon is doing pretty well. What we actually we have that going on now. We need more housing. Oh, there is some cell housing over here. Okay, there is some cell housing. So we need to be a little bit more cautious. We've got. Oh, this is optimized quarters. Ah, we don't have demotic quarters over here. So we need to just be mindful that we're mainly living in optimized quarters and not. So how many do we have? That's 40, 80, 120. This is another 80, which is 200. So if we do extra cell housing, we're actually going to end up losing that. What I might do as a bit of a starting point is let's just add some more optimized housing in this location. I think. Ooh. Oh, there's a battery in there. Could we put another cell housing in there? We could if we move that battery. Then we could put some more cell housing in there. I'm not opposed to that idea. But for the time being, it means that if we're doing demotic quarters or optimized quarters, just not quite fitting the bill here. And if we do that, we will need to we'll remove. Yeah, I'm a little. I don't want to go into this area because we're going to need more farms, which means we'll need more people also. So hang on, can we? Let's just test this. 1, 2. Oh, we can't actually do that. Let's just cancel this for the time being. Cancel that one as well. We do want to build extra housing here. But we want to make sure that it's reasonably spaced. Obviously, that doesn't actually connect anywhere. So the connection is only over here. So presumably, we could run. Let's see if we do optimize quarters down here. Then we could, yeah, that would actually work. So let's do 1, 2. Give me a road like that. We'll then remove this road over here. Yeah, that should be fine. We'll go about removing that. And then we'll do another optimized quarter in that location. And so we can go about moving some more people over here. Now, we do need to make sure that we keep getting the water coming in because our water is actually dropping. Okay, let's quickly sort out the water situation and then we'll move some people over. So Vesuvio, you will please continue to mine this. And what we'll probably need to do is we are picking up people, but what we may want to do instead... So colonists have been picked up, right? So the Pelican... Yeah, I think the Pelican needs to move over to Sector 3. So the Pelican will do... Oof. We have sufficient. So let's block this out for the time being. We'll move the Pelican over here. Can I please bring the Pelican in? Okay, Pelican, you're now here also. And then the Pelican can now also go and collect ice. So let's go and collect ice at a pretty reasonable rate. Now, back to this. So Sector 1, let's move another 50 people from Sector 1 to Sector 3. We're going for only non-workers, and we'll do another 50 people there. And let's start that migration. That should be good, and then we'll get this built, and that'll be fairly reasonable, I think. We should be producing. Okay, hull integrity. Let's switch this guy back on again. Thank you. We still haven't switched this thing on.
Has completed its scan.
Okay, and okay, let's pop out quickly and just see. So there's 1,000 over there, 340 there, and 1,000. So to be honest, I'll probably actually, let's go about avoiding this instead. So let's go avoiding that one. And what you do is you'll go and mine that one for us on that side. We can still come and collect these pieces if we wanted to. Excellent. Okay. Good. Good. We are doing a reasonable job at this, I think. We've got carbons on board. We've got polymers on board. I believe, yeah, we have upgraded our solars. We've got a fair bit of electronics, not tons, but a fair bit of electronics. Let's have a quick look at this area. Yeah, our silicone.
Population transfer complete.
Okay, so now, we still have someone. What are you doing? You should be sending. I don't quite know. Set the destination of freshly awakened crew. So really, workers need to go to Sector 2, but they don't seem to do that. We keep filling this beyond what we can. One of the in Sector 1 is lacking quarters. We can obviously expand it. It's not a big deal. We will be able to expand it. I just don't want us to reach too high. And over here, yeah, we'll have more room for you to live in just a minute. We're not using our electronics for these. Now, what we will start needing to do is look at a little bit of extra food preparation. So let's do that. And we have just upped our game here with regards to the ice, so that's good. Now, not an insect farm, not a crop farm. We'll go with an algae farm. There's nothing else, right? Let's just quickly. We don't need it immediately, so we'll sort that out. We'll need a little bit more places to go. Okay, so the drone bay is now available to do. We are doing the battery tech. Algae
The
farm.
science ship team has completed a task.
Controlled symbiosis. Algae farm can support one additional plantation. Ooh, that's interesting. Centralized management. Algae farm can support one additional plantation. That's something we need to do. Controlled mitosis. Mushroom wall upgrade is required to unlock this building. So, let's see. Where's my mushroom wall? Controlled symbiosis. The crop farm is required to have an upgrade. Accelerated growth. Food production speed is 10%. Now, do we go about doing that? Intelligent design? The food production speed is increased by 20%. Food in production speed. Okay, but I'm not doing crop farms. Crop farm produce 30% more waste. It's not interesting. Personalized instruction. Food production speed is 40%. Does that apply to the others as well, or not at all? Potentially it does, doesn't it? So let's switch this one in for the next upgrade. I would also not mind going to improve these stockpiles a little bit more. I wouldn't mind doing that. But there's a lot happening. At the moment, we're doing the lithium sulfur battery, so our batteries will be better. Charging speed is not something that I'm interested in. Battery tier 2 is something that would be good. The oxidized. Yeah, charging speed. Maybe charging speed could be better. Okay, but anyway, we're slowly moving our way through a lot of these little bits and pieces. So now everybody has a place to stay. Maintenance now sees a drone bay. Construct and stores drones. Drones can be used to quickly transfer up to 10 units of resources at a time between sectors. Now, whether we need that just yet, I don't know. I'm not going to worry about that at the moment. Got polymers, got a lot actually going on here. Just need to make sure that we are staying ahead with our alloys. Power is something that we can now generate if we wanted to put this in place. -3 hydrogen per cycle. Let's resume the construction here, and we'll put some extra hydrogen in there. That's good. We'll do that. And over here, in the meantime, we'll see about building some extra food production. So we'll go with another kind of algae farm. So is that a reasonable? Probably we'll do this so that we can actually run the path down. Let's have a bit of a look here. If we do this and that, we can actually do. We don't need the path. Well, we do need the path down there to get to the other side here. Okay, so we'll do that, and what we'll do is we'll pause these two. Okay, so we won't go crazy straight away. We could do 2 additionals. So we may have to see what we can do with this, but we'll need way more water. So this one can please do a little bit more in terms of ice. So let's get ice ready there. And then what we'll do is we'll need some more food storage as well at the same time.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Okay, so where is that? EVA airlock has been disabled.
In the tycoon.
More accidents. Science ships is ready both places, so here we go. Summary of the intelligence on P.43. The sphere repels anyone or anything that gets too close to it, as if it were a magnet repelling another. According to our readings, the sphere is composed of multiple layers. A thin gaseous layer covers the surface, a seemingly sedimentary layer beneath. Within that, a core generates a strong electromagnetic field that periodically degasses the surface. We have also detected the presence of particles characteristic of self-similar space. Behavioral reports suggest that Mina is developing a strange fascination with the sphere. Sensors indicate that the team's suits and the professor's hull will soon be compromised by the planet's atmosphere. Repatriation should be initiated with urgency. I think what we'll do is let's quickly analyze the crystal formations as well before we repatriate. Repatriate. Now, over here, transmission from the Lavoisier's team on Crack P51. We have discovered unusual bacteriological formations in the geysers of P51. The bacteria are not only capable of arranging amino acids, but by utilizing geyser emissions as binding agents. They restructure mineral deposits and carve out basins around the geysers. Further groups of bacteria were found within these basins. We have named the bacteria Myers, and would like to carry out further behavioral analysis. In the listening. Yes, well, go ahead and conduct some more stuff. Let's get as much as we can. Do we still have people over here? We still have colonists on this one. Why are we avoiding picking up colonists? We've got 30 colonists over there to collect. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, we've got a ship that should go and do those collections. What's happening with the rest of our ships? That's reasonable, but we need to make sure this is okay. So I'm going to go back to doing it this way around. Okay, that should be good. Because we have enough of this, we need to make sure that our iron stocks are nice and high. Now, we do need to... We're slowly awakening people. Oh, and there's some science that can obviously awaken people a little bit quicker. At the moment, I think we're okay. Let's pop back in here and see what's going on. So we're making room for some more food production. But I think... Oh, actually, we are now moving all of the food quickly through this. We should be okay. Yeah, we're going to need to get some more food moving fairly soon. There's lots of carbon. Lots of carbon. We don't need to prioritize that in any way, shape, or form. What we may do is in Sector 1 actually establish a little bit more stuff. So let's clear this one out and see about getting a bit more housing going on over here. This guy can't actually do anything because it's switched off. So let's go ahead and switch that on so that you can actually start clearing this out a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. Keep unlocking colonists for us. Work our way through that. Now, can we build... so everybody is happy because of living in demotic quarters. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 demotic quarters. So that's a fair bit, right? 7 times 7 is 490 people is currently living in demotic quarters. That is well and truly beyond half, right? So the question is, and we've got some cell housing going too. The question is, do we move this and build some more cell housing? I'm a little tempted to go about doing that. Could we squeeze cell housing in here instead? I think we might be able to. Let's just double check that before we do it. But I think I'm going to then move these things over here, and we'll be able to run it in this area. Accelerated the growth has been unlocked. Now let's go back in here and quickly see. Certainly housing is something that we can upgrade. Did we go ahead? Vacuum resistant lubricant, solar panels produce more power. 50% reduction to the weather condition piece. Structural repurposing, personal computer lab tech. Electronics cost required to unlock new sectors is reduced by 30%. Wow, that should be awesome. I want to also see about getting this done. Production speed. No, not that one. The cryonics. Let's move over here to the... Where's the cryonics? What? Why am I not finding it? Infirmary, mess hall, insect farm, cryonic center. Here it is. We've already unlocked these, so they should be doing it pretty quickly. Okay, that's fine. Drone bay, we can do some water treatment. What is this, and why haven't we found it? Bothers me. It really does bother me. We do need to do a fair bit of other things also. We need these. Mess hall, hang on. What can we do with the mess hall? Advanced logistics. It can accommodate 20% more crew than in each meal. 40% more crew. One food can feed 50% more crew members per meal. Whoa! One food can feed 100% more crew members per meal. Okay, this seems like something we're going to do. Advanced logistics at the mess hall. Food production speed. Let's quickly see. Still can't do anything there. We can do controlled symbiosis. And this one is like for... Yeah, okay. So what we'll then do is let's go controlled symbiosis, and then we'll do the other one over there. Okay. I'm still worried. Why haven't we found this? Or unless that's in another... That's probably in another system. Yes.
Science ship team has completed a task.
We'll have a look at that now. Both of them. Now, can we... We should be able to squeeze one in here. We should be able to get one squeezed in there. So what I'll do is let's start moving a few things over. So that can now become food, please. And what we'll do as a starting point is we will stop putting food in this one. What we can also do is stop doing that and make this one food instead. So move that one out. So let's clear these two out. Put the food in on this side, and then we'll see about quickly squeezing in. And what we'll want to do is clear that one out. No food in this one either. Just move all the food out over to the other side. And if we need an additional one, we'll get an additional one. It's not the end of the world. We may want to continue doing the colonist thing over here. Let's just see what's going on elsewhere in the ship. How are we doing? Oh, excellent. So our electronics are coming up nicely. What's going on with our water? Oh, that's looking good. That is looking good. This is actually a little bit slower than what we can. Is there anything that we can do for the water fusion thingy? Fusion station. High pressure cutters. Production speed by 10%. Production speed increased by 20%. 15 ice now gives 48 water. And chemical 15 ice now gives 60 water. So where would we find this? Augmented buildings protocol at the workshop. At the workshop. Okay, we need to then do that one also. My goodness, there's so many things that we want to do. So just to make sure that we're constantly optimizing what we've got. Okay, now let's pop out and see what's going on over here. Okay, all crew members killed. While the professor team was following research protocols, the corrosive atmosphere compromised their suits. The team perished while attempting to reach their ship, which is now no longer functional and cannot be repatriated. Their last report mentions that the electromagnetic anomaly disappeared. P-43's lethal atmospheric conditions have irrevocably altered the cave system. Wow. Thanks to Dollar's repatriation protocols, they will be able to return to the Tycoon despite the loss of his crew. Repatriate the professor. Ship has been repatriated. Okay. Well, there we go. We've got the professor. New members are boarding. Did we not... did we collect some stuff? I don't even know. Let's have a look over here. So, the majority of Mayer bacteria live inside a geezer's tube. Smaller groups do exist externally that appear to have been excluded. Samples from within the geyser reveal an organized society that is not only able to propagate other types of bacteria, but also use what can only be described as tools exchanged via vesicular transfer. We theorized the bacteriological language and, with the help of the PI, sent a message to the colony through appropriate stimuli. They responded. The colony has proposed to follow us on an expedition to the Tycoon. This will be a monumental undertaking as a single human cycle corresponds to several hundreds of theirs. We have determined that the best way of transporting the bacteria will be to settle a small colony within a respiratory tract of one of the crew. Ooh, perhaps an extreme method, but it will provide the ideal conditions for the bacteria. An intelligent and aware species. This will surely open the way for new perspectives. Why doesn't this sound good to me? So we can authorize this. One of the Lavish's crew will carry the Mayer colony in their lungs and bring the sample back to the board to the Tycoon. Let's just see, what did we... Our probe registered some interesting environmental data. Primary analysis revealed conditions similar to those found on a terrestrial seabed. These conditions may prove conducive to the existence of life. The crew of the Lavish atmosphere has an extremely high gas concentration, We are navigating through almost semi-liquid environment. The tremendous pressure is putting the resistance of our suits to the test. Having reached the core, we are preparing to sortie out towards what appears to be a collection of geysers. The area that provided the environmental data. Laying foundation, setting up infrastructure, beginning analysis, collecting samples, establishing theory. Okay, so we haven't actually found anything that's scary over here. I was just wondering whether people have died. Now, one of the Lavashier's crew will carry a Mayer colony in their lungs and bring the sample back on board the Tyqqun. Yeah, that sounds weird. Oh, actually, maybe that's what we'll be studying. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's not beat around the bush with this. We still need to...
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
An accident has occurred. Let's quickly see. Everything seems fairly reasonable and everybody seems pretty happy. The accidents keep occurring, but we have... Ooh, actually, we've got negative stuff going on over here. From mostly living in cell housing, is that correct? Oh, yeah, we've got two. Yeah. We need to do some more demotic quarters then. That's 70, that's 70, and that's 70. And then we've got these two that are full. So we probably need to run at least another demotic quarter in here. Let's try doing yet another one. What? That one doesn't actually go up all the way to the end in there. That's unfortunate. We could certainly squeeze one in here, but now we actually just need to make it work a little bit better here. If we do one... Oh, we can't actually do this unless... Hang on. Unless we run the path down on the other side. We could obviously run the path directly through there. Let's just do that for the time being. So let's do that. We'll build another demotic quarter and hopefully people won't be too negative. That's the plan at least. And I think that is where we're going to put it in this episode and see what happens with the bacteria. These are moved out. Okay, so let's quickly, before we go, let's quickly clear these. I would like us to please clear these out. They won't be able to because we can't actually store the stuff. So let's quickly move the... In terms of alloys, let's clean out some alloys here. Let's just keep it up at 70. There we go. So we'll move alloys to some of the other places that's using it. And we'll just keep 70 there. And that means we'll be able to, should be able to clear this out. Let's move that pretty quickly. We have Sector 4 is not quite happy because it doesn't have enough housing. But housing is now being constructed. So we should actually...
A science ship team has completed a task.
Let's just make sure we go to number 1, please. We just want 1 in each one. And the science ship team has completed a task, which you will check in the next episode. Have we cleared these out? Okay, excellent. That's done. Let's quickly see if we can put some cell housing in there. We can. It does provide us with an area, some additional area that we could potentially reclaim here. There is a path through there, is there? Let's do this. And I believe that means we could do an extra housing area in there. So let's just do that. We'll get some more cell housing going in this area. That'll be a pretty big one. Now, more technology has been unlocked, but we'll have a look at the technology in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. I will see you next time. Bye-bye!